Oh, hello. Hi. Fancy meeting you here. I am Pearl Z, and this is Pearl Z's Cozy Games. Today I wanted to share with you a build that I did on Disney Dreamlight Valley. I play this game, and so does my mother. And my mother plays it on Switch. She also does not like to decorate, and because I am a dutiful and amazing daughter, I do a lot of decorating for my mother on her Disney Dreamlight Valley game. But because she plays on Switch, it's especially hard for me because I am always conscious of the item limits. And since I play on PC, it's especially annoying when I do her decorating and remember how low those limits are. So today I thought I would share a build that I did for an AGRABAH marketplace that I only used 51 items on. It covers, I think, a pretty decent chunk of the glittering dunes in Eternity Island, and hopefully I'm going to follow up this video with 2 or 3 more where I show the rest, or how I decorated the rest of this biome. So enjoy! I favorited all of the items that I used in this build, and I'm just gonna scroll through them here so you can pause it or feel free to screenshot or whatever. Hopefully I got everything. I'm pretty sure I did. If not, I put the names of the items up on the screen while I was using them for the first time. So if I missed anything here, it'll be in the video later when I use the item. I used around 1,050 pieces of the sun-baked earthen road with border for this build if you wanted to know how many you would need to replicate it yourself. All of these wall pieces came from the same premium shop item, the AGRABAH wall set, and a trick that I have for using these and making them look more natural is to not use the same piece of wall in a row. So I try to either alternate the direction or the size of the piece that I use, and then the pattern doesn't repeat, and I think it makes it look a lot more natural. In this area, I wanted to do a fruit stand or like a juice bar. So I'm just trying to get these mosaic rugs lined up so they're equidistant from the edge all the way around. The stall that I used for this area was the AGRABAH market fruit stand. It's another premium shop item, and it was part of the AGRABAH market set. I love that this item can be placed directly up against something, so you can place 2 of them back to back like I do here, and that you can see through them because there's a cutout window in the back of the stall. So I knew that I wanted to have a walkway down each side of the marketplace and that I wanted to have the stalls mirrored. So I wanted 2 of each stall and I wanted them to meet in the middle. So what I'm doing here is I'm finding the center line where the middle of this pathed out area is, so that way I can use the golden marble path because it stands out a lot, and I'm just going to draw a line straight down the middle, and then I have an easy visual reference for lining up all of the items that I'm going to place within this AGRABAH marketplace. This is something that I use actually a lot on my builds, and sometimes it seems a little tedious or like it takes a lot of time to count out everything or to figure it out, but I swear it saves, at least it saves me time because I have such a bright visual reference and it makes lining things up, setting things up so much easier for me. Now that I have the basic shape that I want pathed out for the marketplace and I know where the central line is, I can start doing fun stuff and actually placing items that I want to use for the build. So I'm gonna stop talking and leave you here, and I'll be back in a little bit the next time I feel like I need to explain something. This next section is just me fine-tuning the spacing of the stalls, and I end up having to move everything down a little bit so that way I can fit in the rugs that I wanted to underneath of the jewelry stand. So if it seems like I'm just moving things and then moving them back, sometimes I am, like with the looms, because I was trying to figure out if I wanted them to be even or if I wanted them to be staggered. Also, if you're wondering why I keep deleting one square of pathing, it's because I can never pick up the rugs if they're on top of paths. It seems like my game will only ever select the rugs, and I just have issues with it. And the fastest way that I've found to deal with it is to just delete one square of the path, and then I can move the rug. So if you're wondering what I'm doing with that, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to pick the rugs up. I just wanted to jump in real quick with a couple of notes. First, the Royal Vanity Bench, the AGRABAH Palace Poof, which is the purple pillow thing, and then the AGRABAH Palace Bench. All three of those items are considered non-themed items by Disney Dreamlight Valley. So if you were to try to use the Aladdin filter to find those furniture items, they won't show up because the game considers them non-themed. The Royal Vanity Bench was on the Oasis Star Path, so you can find it there, but the other two are just normal non-themed Scrooge shop items, even though they both have AGRABAH in their item name. I just found that really confusing when I was doing this video, so I thought I would warn everyone about that. The second thing is the rocking chair that I'm about to use is a premium shop item that came with the A-frame camping house. So if you're wondering where I got that, because it's kind of an obscure thing and I'm not sure everybody would remember it, it's this rustic wooden chair. It came with the A-frame like camping house. It kind of looks like a log cabin. So I needed something to help delineate this side of the marketplace, this boundary of the build. But I didn't like the way the AGRABAH walls felt. When I put them over here, I felt like I was in a tunnel, or it was just too closed off. And I wanted it to feel more like a bazaar or like an open air market. So I decided instead to use this pale wooden fencing and these date palms that are from Eternity Island. There's a large and a small one. With the pale wooden fencing, if you do more than 4 pieces of the fencing, all of the fence posts they start to look the same. And I like it better when they're a little bit wonky and they kind of all lean in different directions and they're different heights. So I try to never use more than 4 of the pale wooden fences in a row. And then I decided to use the date palms as kind of like a wall over here because I felt like it made it feel more outside. So enjoy me spinning palm trees for what seems like a very, very long time. I always try to include at least one open book or book pile in the builds that I do because it makes the characters come and they'll hang out and read the books. And I like it when they hang out in the areas that I have taken the time to decorate. This fish sign and the large marketplace chests that are here are just part of my storage system that I use on my island. So I have fish chests all over where I fish because I hate it when my pockets are full. So if you're wondering what the random fish chest is, that's not really a design aesthetic thing. That's more of just a practicality thing. Here is the final walkthrough. I'm very happy with how this build turned out, and I hope that you guys find it inspiring or helpful. I know there's not a lot of content out there that's Switch specific builds, so any Switch users out there, I hope this is inspiring to you, or that it's helpful to see a limited item build. Maybe it can give you some ideas or some inspiration to do your own AGRABAH marketplace. This is my first video, so thanks for watching. If you made it all the way through, I appreciate it. And yeah, that's all. Thanks, and bye.